Taboo players, we have the finals match tonight on table 15, so if you're on 16 and 14, 20 and 21, please be careful. Don't want you bumping into them guys. First place in the Scotch doubles is 7,000. Second place is 4,000. So please be respectful of the players on table 15. The next Scotch doubles tournament we have coming up, $13.85 cap on the Fargo, $800 entry, $3,200 added, $10,000 for first and $6,000 for second. That's coming up. All right, we're gonna start this match here pretty quick on table 15. So good luck, players.
Hey, everybody. We're going to be going live here in just a couple minutes. Jerry Johnson on the screen there, getting the table cleaned up a little bit. We'll get the tournament balls out there. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is Mark Weaver in the booth, and we are live at CRs Sportsbar for the finals tonight between Trent Miller, Kregg Hurlbert, and Nick Marsolek and Josh Raines. First place takes $7,000 home. The second place takes $4,000. The next version of this Scotch doubles will be $13.85 Fargo cap, and first place in that one will be $10K with $6,000 for second place. And that next tournament will actually be an $800 entry per team. So you only play one match per night. Just a little, give a heads up for people around the region. Iowa, Wisconsin, etc. You play one match per night. And starting out, you might not come back for another, 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. Sometimes it depends on people's schedules. So if you want to sign up, give Jerry a call, see how it works. So race to 11 BCA Scotch double, and we'd love to see some new faces in this next one. We'd love to give $10,000 out to somebody. That'll happen next tournament. But right now tonight, we got $7,000 for first, $4,000 for second. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Grab your beverage, hit the water closet, do what you got to do. We'll be going live here in just about a minute or so. So we are kicking it off here in just a few seconds. If you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure you do. I'll go over that a few times. I beat the horse to death last week, but I cannot stress it enough. Be a part of that group. And if you like to stream, hit the like button. If you don't like to stream, then you don't have to hit that button. But at least hit the subscribe button. That'll keep you up to date on current events coming up in the future. But most importantly, I'm not going to spill the beans. Maybe Jerry will talk about it a little bit tonight. But you want to have your name in the hat as a subscriber. That's all I'm going to say. So we are kicking it off here. That's Nick Marsolek at the table, for those not familiar. Upper right corner of your screen is Josh Raines. And upper left corner, you can see Kregg Hurlbert. Behind the scoreboard is Mr. Trent Miller. And this is race to 11, BCA rules. Winner breaks. First place, $7,000. Second place, $4,000. Here we go. And I am joined in the booth by the one and only Mr. Jerry Johnson.
How we doing, Mark?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good.
Well, we finally got the finals rolling on this session here.
This table loves to dry break people. And I've played on it many times. It's a frustrating table, but sometimes people get it figured out.
You know what the funny thing is? Everybody was bitching about it. I got a brand new table and moved it in there.
Did you?
Or different. I moved tables and put a different table on 50 and it still breaks dry.
I'll be danged. I wonder if that's because of the extra lighting up top, or just maybe
them lights just aren't that hot. I don't understand.
I wouldn't think so,
but it gets it gets used, and they like to play the finals matches on there, and I don't know if it's cleaned. We take real good care of it, but I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird.
Well,
it really is.
When you're on the stage too, it gets a little bit different. Not saying these people haven't, none of these players haven't been in this position before, but there's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, $7,000 for first and $4,000 for second.
And they are rolling on stripes here, Kregg and Trent Miller.
Boy, I tell you what, if you can stop that rock and play that 12 ball up in the right corner.
Does it go by the 5?
Oh, yeah.
It does that, yeah. It goes on the side, too, I think, on both sides. But I don't think Kregg liked it. I like going this route. 14, 12, then take that ball on the left side.
Yeah,
Yep, stop shot.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I said. Yeah, take that. And then someone just sent me a text. Yeah, that's what I said. That ball in the upper corner, because you got the ball on the side, you got the left ball.
Roll forward and get on the 9 a little bit flatter, come down to the bottom.
I forgot about the 9 over there. I wasn't paying attention. All right, someone asked if there's how many spots left open for the next round of Scotch. The next Scotch doubles match, Mark, is $800 entry, $13.85 Fargo cap. And it's we're adding $3,200.
Wow.
We got sponsors. We got Frovix Towing, O'Keefe's Collision, Primo, Amadon, and CRs. We're $3,200 added. $10,000 for first and $6,000 for second.
Those are some of the longtime solid sponsors. Dehan Garage Doors, of course, sponsored this version of the tournament. But thank you to everybody. Frovix, Dave, the Action Man, O'Keefe, always supporting pool in this region. And we appreciate you guys, Primo, and of course, Amadon Graphics. You guys rock.
Now this tournament is sponsored by by Dehan Garage Doors.
Yep.
So
and they did come down on the bottom rail.
He had to get down low. Yep. He went a little far. I think he's okay to just kind of roll this in real slow, but he could if he got a little farther, that cue ball would have went traveling.
Yeah, he would have lost that angle on there.
He's all right there.
Pretty easy on this one.
But he kind of banked the 9 in there.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
They had plenty there. We're good.
Roll
all right,
in and
this team's off and running. Now Josh and Nick, they're fast players.
Yeah, a little bit more pace. I like that Trent took a look at that. Too many times we get up and we know the ball goes. It's got the full pocket. We just go up and shoot it. But it's always good to have that pre-shot routine and stick to it.
Yep, absolutely.
There's a reason people in golf use that too. It gives you another extra breath or two to kind of calm yourself. But it also, you're making sure that what you're doing is what you want to do. Doesn't mean we're always making the right decision, but at least they're go all in on that decision.
Yep.
You have to just play a few games in one pocket and figure that out. You might make the wrong decision, but if you're going to shoot that ball, you better go all in for it. So early 1-0, Trent and Kregg. Race to 11. There is time here for the Friday night weekly tournament to sign up. If you are interested, $21 entry. $20 goes to the tournament. $1 goes to the jackpot fund, and that is a little bit over $2,000 right now. So you got about a half hour to sign up for that still. Come and watch the Scotch doubles match and compete in the singles tournament and walk out with a couple $1,000 in your pocket. It's got to be around 22 now, ain't it? It's got a kiss in the side pocket. You know, everybody talks about things happening that they get lucky when they're shooting balls in, but we don't always remember and realize that in the break, there's a lot of luck going on every break. I mean, even the most solid breaks, you got to get things to roll your way a little bit. You increase your chances for making balls, obviously, but just like right there, Trent had the ball by the side pocket, another ball came by and knocked it in. Knocked the cue ball in. You know, there's luck and there's luck. Josh ain't really taking too much time to think about this. I don't blame him either. Yeah, they're all right there. You just get on that 7, the 8's easy from there, and what ball they'll use for the 7 ball. I would love to use a 6 ball. And I kind of think I'd shoot the 4 right now, though, but there's a lot of ways to get out here. Yep, 6.
Well, he's on the 6, you can slide down for the 5 and play that.
Yeah, and then just drop back a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I really like that 6 ball. I kind of, I like the 6 ball until they have this angle on the 5 ball. Because they're going to have to go 6, 4, 6, 5 now. Unless he gets right there. Boy, that works good. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Draw back a little bit and then just take the 6. I kind of like that. I didn't like having to take the 5 in the side and get back for the 6 in any way or shape or form. But I kind of like the 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7 from here. I don't really like the 6 to the 5 because it doesn't look like they're going to be straight in the 5. They're going to lose their angle a little bit. Does he? Is he going to go away from it or towards it though? Or he's going to spin into it? That works. That worked really good. I learn stuff every time I commentate in these matches. I've said for years that my rating is inflated, and I mean I learned so much here. It's obvious, right? Yeah, that's a beautiful spot, 1-1. And Josh and Nick they don't really waste much time. Well,
We said that before, didn't we? How about what it's 10?
it was 10-2, and I was like I said, if it was winter time, I had to go out and shut my car off because that was crazy. I was here for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Yes, that was quite the match. And then the next week after that, the team that came back from down 2-10 was up 7-2, and then they ended up losing. It's amazing how that karma and that momentum would just swing around, and if it swings your way, great, but watch out because it's going to come hit you in your backside at some point. But again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button if you choose. But definitely hit subscribe. And keep tuned for in the future events for why. Did that Pat Serra, he played here in one of your events, didn't he? That's right, yep. Okay. Oh. Maybe that's what started it all. Yeah. yeah. I remember they came here. He was seemed like a really classy individual. I like the stripes, but that 12 ball is a little bit tough. And the solids aren't bad until you come back down to this end of the table. Most amateurs would start out on solids, pick up those 4 points, and lose the Valley scoring game 10-4. Well, you know what'll happen is they'll be down there, and then they'll try to get in the 3. They'll miss the angle on the 3, so they can't make it. They'll play it safe, and then they'll get run out on. And really, with those 3 balls down there around that 8 ball, they're such in an area that if you take solids and you don't get on those balls, you're in trouble, because you can put the cue ball anywhere up table as stripes and hide it from them. So you got to have some kind of a game plan to get down here on these balls. And I would rather do it with a ball or 2 up table until I clear all these balls. The one way to get there would be the 2-ball to take it in the lower right corner and get on that side of it, because the 4 might go. I know the 5 goes. It might. It's pretty close. I don't think it does. The 5 sure does, but it's a small window there. But if you can get on that 5, you can draw and just bump that 12 with the cue ball, take the 4, and then take the 3 in the upper corner. Now here's a chance to get on these balls right here. Or you take the 3. Jerry, you might have to take your phone over on this if he shoots that 3. I could see them asking for a ref. I like the 2-ball, but I don't really like. I like kind of leaving that 1 ball up there. I want 1 ball up in that end of the table, just because if I get in trouble trying to get on these balls down here, at least I have something. And if I don't get in those balls in the bottom part of the table, with a ball up table, they can't safe me up there. Takes away that whole upper end of the table for a safety. But they cleaned it up, which, isn't always a bad thing either. We'll see how it works out. That worked out really well. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, they'll be out on this. Yep. He should have played for that shot right there, because then if he didn't, he'd still take the 5. Yep. I think he can take the 5 though and then get above those, the 8 and the 3. Yep. See, I would have done what you said though. I would have played shape for the 3. If I don't get there, I have my 5 still. A 2-way shot. Because if I get straight in that 3, I pop that right now. Yes, yeah, you were muted that time.
Okay. Sometimes,
as always, Jerry, when you're muted, it's your best material.
But sometimes that was a great out right there, but
yeah.
You miss an opportunity if you don't walk around the table and see.
Yep, if you don't walk around, something might stand out that you're not really looking at from where you're, okay, I'm good here, and then you walk around and say, oh, wait a minute, I could do this.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a really good out by them. I was really concerned how they get in those balls down below there, but they got a really good angle on the 2-ball. And man,
we got Sticky Nick. We got Sticky Nicky watching us. He said my button was off, so no one could hear me.
Hey Nick, check that message I sent you too. I don't know if we're above that cap or not, but yeah, check your message.
This term is sponsored by Brent Dehan. Dehan Garage Doors, by the way. This one here pays $7,000 for first and $4,000 for second.
He was in here earlier today too.
Yes, he was. Yep. So 2-1 right now, going to 11, everybody.
And Billy Bob had put money in towards the Friday night tournament, I think on more than one occasion recently. Anything with your garage doors, give him a call.
Yeah, he's the best in the business. Try break. Now, he didn't hit that like he normally hits his break.
Yeah.
He usually explodes them. That one got away a little bit. Looks like he took a little off it, though, which I can't blame him if you're not making a ball in the break, but
I like
this table's tough.
I like stripes here.
Yeah, I mean, Sal's got too hard of a start shot anyway,
yep.
So.
All on that 11-9 up here, how they end up on those balls. Oh, I don't like.
Well, he has a safety ball up here, the 15. It looks like.
I think he should have rolled forward on that. Went in the rail, came out, and then tried to get on the 11.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they get that 11, then he's straight on the 9.
It looks like he has that 9 right now.
The 9? Does it go by there?
I'll find out.
My eyes are bad.
Wow.
I'm talking myself out of a partnership for the next one right here. My eyes are bad. I didn't think that ball would go by there.
Yeah, who wants to use Mark for the next tournament?
Nick, I apologize, man. You hit that ball good, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Might have fireworks on this match.
Now, how they navigate from the 13 to the 14. It's pretty easy if you can get a good angle on the 13. It's really easy, actually. 2 rails, 14 on the side. But they have to get over.
He has actually the window between the 8 and the 5 here for the 13. If you stand up and look at it, it's actually bigger than it looks on the camera here.
Oh,
so
there
if
is.
you take that 14, you roll down for that.
Yeah,
13.
there's quite a bit of window.
You can play that 8 in the side over there. Oh, he was off angle on that one. See?
Oh boy.
That one there, I think I would have come off that rail and come out.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
this is
it's easy up here in the booth.
well, Nick almost has to get on the 14 or the one of the two, right? Or does he take the 14 now? You can't do that. You'll never get back up table.
Yeah, he's got to shoot that 10 ball. I
How
believe,
about
right?
this? How about it's reckless? How about sliding into the 14?
How about
just
just
hitting
slow
it-
roll?
hitting it
He
just
tried
like
to hit
that.
that window, but that was a nice shot. If it comes down a little
Yep.
farther, you could have the 14 side or the 13. Now,
Now I think you take the 14 and hit it with some inside and go above the 8 ball and just go straight. You
I
can go,
think he might be able to nip it and hold it there.
You playing, Jason?
does he have too much of an angle in that? Yeah, he's got enough room there.
Yeah. Why not?
Big window.
30,
Pocket speed.
3, 2.
And
Great
there you go.
shot.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Big Tampa Turk is watching from St. Cloud.
Nice.
Mark's doing a great job as always, he says.
All
Good
right,
luck.
thanks. I appreciate it.
I need that good luck in the golf tournament too tomorrow. Heard Daryl Schomer's playing. We got a pro playing. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, Tom.
How many teams do you get for that golf tournament?
We got 36 teams.
Oh, that's good.
4 players on a team. They come back here for dinner, and we give away 2 trips to Las Vegas, golf bags,
Beautiful, beautiful.
cash, all kinds of stuff. We pay cash prize, $700 for first, all kinds of stuff. So, all right, 8 ball in the side pocket over here. He's going to take his time on this one. Tell you what, either one of these teams could play in that next tournament.
Yeah, they could. Yep.
That was a nice out right there.
I asked Josh earlier if they were going to play in that. He wasn't certain yet, but he might have been holding his cards too.
Thinks he's Kenny Rogers, huh?
Hey, thanks, David. We appreciate it, man. Thanks a bunch. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like the stream, hit the like. If you don't like it, you don't have to hit the like button, but at least hit the subscribe button and put your name in the hat for coming up here. You'll certainly enjoy being a part of that. So it's 2-2. Now we're at, by my math, I went to school in northern Minnesota, graduated with 28 people. Let me see if I got this here. 7 carry to 1 minus plus. It'll be a race to 9 now. Like that, Rob Madsen? Simple math. Simple math. Oh boy, look at that 8 ball. Hugged by the 2 and 3. They're having a little menage, you know what, over there. And that 8 ball is just in a little nest. Plenty of ways to get it out of there, though, especially for stripes. I don't like any real starting shot for solids unless he can cozy that 4 in and then play for the 7. You could also get on the 1 from the 4. I think that's a little bit too steep of an angle, though.
Look at this one.
If that 4 was a little bit off the rail, I think I would roll that ball. But Josh is, he's going to take stripes. I like stripes a lot better.
That'll be a good one.
The only thing I like about solids is that 2 ball that would open up that 8 for me. Now
Mark Klein just sent me a text, Mark, real quick. It says, "What's the next tournament?" Oh, singles. No, it's a doubles, Mark. And it's this is Mark Klein. It's a Scotch doubles again, and it's a $13.85 Fargo, $800 entry per team, $3,200 added, $10,000 for first, $6,000 for second. Mark Klein, get your team member together and get signed up so don't get filled up.
Now look where Nick is, and he's going to go off that rail into the 8 ball. I love this shot right here.
Absolutely.
Up into the rail, bump it, open it up a little bit, try to. But I like that a lot. I think if Josh would have got him maybe a half a turn down further, that would have been a lot easier shot.
We still could have made it happen depending on what he had on the ball. He had a little more outside spin on that to go out.
Yep.
If he hits just a high ball, he goes into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Mark? Because the spin took out the rail and took off
yeah,
up high.
Opened up the angle a little bit more.
Yeah.
So now he could draw back into the 8 here too. Take the combo next. Oh.
Well, now Josh or Nick's got to take that ball down the corner here. It looks like.
Nick ain't afraid to stroke the ball and try to move stuff around, and I can see him trying to force follow and bump that 3-8.
Is he straight though?
Watch this. See, bumped it. Yeah, oh, get out of the way! Get out of the way! Oh my goodness, that was a kind of a tough break.
He's all right there.
Still goes though, but that ball. What's tough about that 11 ball is that you get straight on it. Yeah, you can drop back. It's about all you can really do. draw back, take the 8 in the right side pocket. If you're straight on that ball, it's tough to go from that ball down to the bottom rail and get back up table. Some people have that shot. I don't have that in my tool belt. And also, you gotta make sure you're straight on that ball too. You got to get like dead straight on that 11 ball. That's gonna be a little bit tougher from that far away, but especially if 15's off the rail a little bit, that makes it a little bit easier. Nick might even shoot that ball now. No. He's gonna say, you know what, Josh, I'll leave that one up to you. I don't think you want to get there. You might have to actually get this as close to the rail kind of as possible, or off the rail to where you can go rail first on the 11. And then the cue ball will float out past the 7, give you a look at the 8 ball. I don't really like that either, though. Nick really got kind of unlucky on that break. When he ran into the 3-8, where the 3, if it comes off there even a quarter of a turn more, this is so elementary for these guys. I don't know if he can draw this now. I think he has to. I think he almost have to go rail first on this. But I get proved wrong all the time on this stream, so I'm right some. Don't get me wrong. Otherwise, I would have lost my seat by now. But I learn a lot watching this as much as you people do at home. We hope it's informative for you guys and gals too. Yep, we went rail first. You got to get up there though. Oh man. Nice try. It's a hard shot that Josh just did there to hit hard. You know, it's hard to really stroke that ball and get major action off the cue ball. It's so easy to jar that ball. But Nick is going to pull out his little pogo stick, and here we go. Gonna take some elevation, and that's pretty easy. Man, how do you hit that ball? Wow. That was strong, Nick. That was strong, dude. Well done. Well done. I'd have a little smile myself, too. That's got to make you feel pretty good. The good thing for Trent Kregg after that kind of an out and that jump shot is that you're only down a game. You know, you're trading games back and forth a little bit here. A race to 11. I don't anticipate either one of these teams running away with it, but first place again, $7,000. Second place, $4,000 paid out tonight. And the next tournament again will be $10,000 first place, $6,000 for second. I know I hammered last week about people from outside the metro. Get a team together. You play one match. You don't have to stay here all night. If you want to get a room, go ahead. But you play one match and then you come back after the next one's scheduled. And it could be a few weeks. And as we get closer to the finals, of course, you might play, more consecutively bunched together. But at that point, if you're playing after a couple rounds, you're looking at getting some cash. So whether that trip is from Des Moines, Iowa, Fargo, North Dakota, Duluth, Superior, Iowa. I already said Iowa. I'm sorry. There's more in Iowa than Des Moines. Wisconsin, where you at? Oh my goodness! What a skid or just a bad shot. We'll call that a skid. I like Trent, so we'll call that one a skid. That ball skidded. Did you see that skid? Sometimes when we hit a skid, though, we're hitting a certain way on that cue ball, and it's more conducive to a skid. And it's kind of if I remember right, it's kind of like a little bit of an inside where you and not really a draw, but like a little bit below. You skid more on that shot than any other shot, from what I've seen. And I've skidded a bunch of balls in my time. Especially if I get in a valley table. It seems like I do that more often than that, but I try to do things with more English and different types of shots that I shouldn't do on a valley that I do on a diamond. So it's probably self-induced at that point a little bit. As much as we pool players love to take credit for things when we do them right, we sometimes have a hard time taking that same accountability when things go wrong. Oh, it's skidded, the rails are dead, or there's humid in there, or, who knows. All right. There's all kinds of things we can come up with. Or the guy went to the bathroom too many times, or the guy used too much chalk in his hands, talking about you know who on the Pro Tour. You make up all kinds of things when you just haven't performed well. I've done it. I've been guilty of it. I'm a human being. Just because I'm commentating doesn't make me infallible from any of that stuff. I'm as guilty of the things that I talk about not doing here on the stream, and I also make a lot of mistakes that I talk about that we shouldn't do. But that's also why I'm rated what I am, and I'm not on the tour or nothing like that, So, but shot. Now the 4, I think, does go up in the upper left corner, so you don't necessarily have to do much with this cue ball. But you get good on that 4, then you're definitely getting on the 1. 1 leads to the 7, 7 leads to the 8, and pick up 4-2. I also forgot a group of people that for the tournaments here. Rochester, where are you at? Rochester, Minnesota. I know there's some players down there. I play against you guys. You guys beat me at MoMA all the time. Where are you at? $10,000 for first place in the next Scotch Doubles event. Where are you at, Rochester? $800 entry. You're looking right here, just west of you. Nick Marsolek, Josh Raines. They make the trek up to the cities. Weird angle on this ball. I really think that if he shoots the 4 in the upper left corner, he can follow forward and bump into that 15 and take the 1 in the upper right corner. That's what I think the play here is going to be. Because he's going to catch that 15 almost square. If not, maybe a little bit on the upper half of it, and that will actually roll you up, getting you a lot better, almost straight in on the 1. You just don't want to hit this one hard, because if you run into the 15 and catch the bottom part of it, you'll drift away from it, and you might actually even put the 15 to the rail, come back out and block you on the 1, which would be tragedy. I think he can get this. I think he can tap this with a little bit of follow and turn the cue ball up so you run right into that 15 ball. And it almost puts you straight in on the 1 ball. So this is still doable here. And he came out instead. He got to look at it. I don't think he can make it, but he might have a shot at the 7. I think he does have the 7.
Where are we at, Mark?
He might have got lucky and got on the 7. Josh and Nick are working on solids right here. And yeah, he's got the 7. Wow, that worked out really well. Kind of a little 4-leaf clover action there, but that goes both ways.
4-leaf clover. I love it.
Go up to the end rail and come out a little bit. Yep, go like that. Don't try to stop that ball.
Good shot.
He hit that ball really well. Good speed, too. David, I've begged for a telestrator for a long time, but I think it's the idea of me sitting here playing tic-tac-toe with it that might not get it done.
Good shot.
But I'd agree. It'd be nice to draw squiggly lines on there, but I think we might lose some of our audience when I start doing it.
I'll talk to Ray and see what we can do.
That'd be kind of neat, to drop half of the ball.
We got the overhead camera fixed too, huh?
that would be all right too, yeah.
I got it, just don't work right. All right, we're at 4-2.
4-2, nice out. That was a really good out, and that came off of that jump shot by Nick in the last game on the 8 ball. That can be crushing to you. The team gets runs out, or the individual you're playing runs out. They get hooked in their last ball. They pull off a jump shot or a kick or pull off some shot. Yep. Then they break and run the next one. And the whole time you're sitting there going, Gah! But that's why we compete. That swings both ways. It might not swing both ways in one match for you, but you play enough, it'll come back your way.
Just got an update on the Shane Van Boning by Tally Patsura match. It's 5-4 Shane. Race to 10.
It's a tight one.
Yep.
Are they down to the final 8 now, right?
It's in the final 8, so this will put them in the top 4.
Nice. And they finish that tonight?
No.
Tomorrow.
And we will have it on here tomorrow, too.
4-2, race to 11. CRs Sportsbar in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. And we did have one local person call about the tournament. Love to see somebody from outside the metro call Jerry during the stream and ask about that event and see if your team qualifies, etc. I'd love to see that. And I tell you what, if you do that, if a team does that and signs up, I'll buy you both a meal here at CRs Sportsbar when you come play. How about that? So, Fargo, Moorhead, Grand Forks, Caleb Schumacher, you lost $5,000 down here. You could recoup it in the Scotch doubles tournament.
There you go.
Duluth Superior, Des Moines. Oh, you like that, Nick? Ruthless, huh? But think about it. If somebody calls here and signs up or asks Jerry about signing up and you guys end up signing up, when you play in this, I will buy your team a pizza or something when you come here for your event, for your first match.
For
One time,
you're talking about the Scotch doubles match?
yes.
Hell yeah.
Last week, you might not have heard, but I was shouting at everybody, you can come and play in this.
Yeah,
you can come from Rochester.
You might play at the end of September, not play till October.
Yeah.
November even. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
It'll be a few weeks apart. As I stated just in this broadcast too, is that if you get further along in the tournament, you might play, closer together. But at that point, you're talking some cash.
Yeah. All right, ball on the break. Look at this.
Duluth Superior, Wisconsin.
Look at these solids.
Man, they're gonna run again, ain't they?
Solids look good. I'm not sure if the 6 slides by the 9 down here or not, but we'll find out.
He could come back on that ball too. The 6. Unfortunately, the ball that I would love to use to get on the 6 coming back for it is the one he's probably going to shoot first right now. But there's if you get over on the 7 ball and get on the 4, you can take the 4 and then come down to the bottom rail and get the 6. The thing with the 6, though, is that unless I'm perfect on that ball, I don't want to use that ball to get in my 8 ball.
Hey, Mark, you better be careful.
What's up?
I got a text from TJ says, is Ramsey considered far out for Mark
Oh,
Weaver's
my
comment?
God. Oh, TJ. Oh, wow.
I love it.
That was great. I could hit a 3-wood from here to Ramsey, TJ, so it's probably not. No, wait a minute. I take that back. I was thinking Anoka. Let's scratch that. I lose another bet. There's a chance to get in the 5 or 6 right here. Good shot. Well done. Well done. Well done. I like how they're taking care of the ball that's tough to get on or the trouble ball, trying to take care of that early. It's a rule of pool that we kind of overlook sometimes. Sometimes you can't. But if you can attack that trouble ball or get on the ball that's just a little bit hard to get shape on, or a ball that you can get on but it's hard to shape another ball from it, take care of that as early as possible and leave yourself a few other options on the table. I've seen so many times when people will play and they'll run a rack and I'm sitting there thinking, what are they going to do with that ball? How are they going to get on that ball? And then they don't get on the ball and it's like, well, I'll just clean these up. And we've all done it. We've all made the mistake, and we've all profited from that mistake.
All right,
too,
wrong side of the ball right there. He might have got lucky if he can get that 4.
He might have. If he doesn't, he can take the 7 here,
Yep.
and then stop the cue ball, or even use the 11 ball with the cue ball. A little bit risky that way, but
Might have a little.
I think he's got the 4. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, if he does, that comes up pretty
yeah.
good then.
Where do you think the 8's going to go? Which side pocket? I don't like it in the right side pocket. It's only got one corner pocket that it can go to. Oh, it can go to the upper right one, but
Wow.
I don't shoot to those. Now, he's got a really good angle on the 7 to get up to the rail or close to it, and then with that 1 ball, go off the upper left side rail. That gets you down table in between the 2 chalks on the bottom rail. See it on the screen? Over to the right side rail on that 2nd diamond, straight into the 8th ball. Right? Oh, no, stay up on the rail. Now I have to follow through that. See what I'm saying, though? If he's on that rail, about maybe even a ball off that, you take the 1 in the corner and then you go over the left side rail, and then you can use some outside and just zip right down. You can pick wherever you want to hit on the bottom rail. But he'll force follow this and probably get on it still anyways. And it will be going to the right side pocket. Look at that ball. Wow.
Wow.
That was pretty good, dude.
We got Mr. Brandon Radke, president of the corporation, tuned in. Mark.
Hey, Brandon, much love, my friend. Hope you're doing well, bro. I'll see you soon at Leagues, man.
Oh,
my
kind of stepped up a little bit. You see that? He jumped
yeah.
up a little.
Maybe took it for granted a little bit. Or I mentioned early in this rack that I didn't like going to that side pocket.
Well, they were kind of stuck with it, but
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 rails out, he hit a little firm. He could have.
Well, yeah, if he'd have got on the rail up there, though, and went to the left side rail, down to the bottom rail,
Yeah,
then
I
he
like
had
that.
1, 2, 3 pockets.
But even when he did do 2, he came here and down.
Yeah.
It's lighter. It's here. It's in over here.
Yeah, if he came a
or
little,
it's in the top.
little bit hard,
Yeah.
less hard on it, yep.
But it's tough. I
Yep.
mean, the
thing-
heat's on out there.
The thing with going to that upper left side rail is when you come down below that spot, you have 1, 2, 3. You have about 7 foot of cloth down there that you'll have some form of shot. 5 or 6 foot of cloth. That's a big window. What he did coming that way is he had to come across that window.
Big game right here too. He's playing safe.
Jamie Wolverton in the house. Boy, this is a tough one here now with that 8 ball right there. You're really handcuffed. It doesn't really help you to hit the ball. But without ball in hand, you're just going to be stuck again.
White Claw Willie says he wanted to find out how Brandon's date went last night at Mystic. I don't know what that's about, but look at this.
Scratch.
Scratch. Ball in hand, though. Ball in hand. BCA rules.
Man, Nick is going to think about that 8 ball for
Yeah.
a while after this event if things go the other direction. But, it's one thing I've seen in this event in the last few matches is more missed 8 balls than I think I've seen in the entire events, 2 or 3 tournaments beforehand. And whether that's, just, I don't think it's necessarily the amount of money and, the nerves or anything, but there's been a lot of missed 8 balls. The one match when it was like 10-2, they were like 1 for 6 on 8 balls to start out the match or something. It was just crazy. And then they came back and won it.
Billy said he was thrown out stealing third.
Hey, thanks up there, Rainy Lake Charters. We always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Coming in the fall, man, that is some beautiful, beautiful country up there. This coming up in September. Absolutely love it up there.
Is that right? All right, Mark, payout for tonight's tournament is $310 for first place.
For the Friday night? Oh, he missed that ball. Look at that. Holy cow.
Pool players, CRs added 101st.
Wow.
First place tonight is 300.
Wow. Trent, Mr. Reliable. How you doing, sir? Always one of my favorites. Trent, Mr. Reliable.
What happened?
Missed an easy 13 ball. Wow. Oh, and he missed 8 ball. Oh, my gosh.
That's twice he jumped up pretty good.
Yeah,
though.
he's
Gotta be
missed 8 ball
careful.
2 times in a row.
Wow.
They are approaching what's happened in the previous matches. Stop missing 8 balls, guys. I mean, I know you all want to win, right?
Yeah, Billy, I know what it means. I can't say it on air, you meathead.
Well, Craig can shoot the 3-ball combo. He can cut the 13 in.
3-ball. Yeah, he cut that 13.
Yeah, cut the 13, or he can hit the outside of the 14, and that 15-9 is going, or not
That's
9.
that combo's dead
That's
down
dead.
here.
Yeah, you could just. You hit that 14 in that, or was that 14 or 10? You hit that ball
14.
into any way at all, it's going to go. You have to be careful though that you don't
scratch
spin
on the
that
side.
or make the 8 ball in the upper corner with the cue
Yeah.
ball.
Well, you don't have to hit it that hard though.
Well, but they don't know fast to miss 8 balls too. So look where we're at,
Yeah.
right?
The match was moving right along.
This
and it
event
just
brings
slowed down.
this event brings out a lot of mishaps, and that's cool to see. We're all human. Yeah, just
Hey,
cut
I'm not
that
out
ball.
there shaking and shooting.
Watch the side pocket on this. No, he didn't hit it
No,
hard
he
enough.
was
But look at that path, though. See if he
Yeah.
hit that harder. Look at that path where it's going.
Oh yeah.
It was dead center in the side pocket. On those balls that he did, it might have been tough shooting over the 8 ball, but I like hitting some inside on the 13 ball, just to keep that cue ball away from that side and hit a little bit more firm. But this is going to work out really easy for him. Should anyways. Trent is coming off of a miss on pretty much like a straight in ball as well. Oh, no.
It's got a tough 9 ball.
Oh, now it got tougher.
That 9 goes in there, don't it, Mark?
Wow, I can't believe he hit it like that, though. I don't know why you wouldn't hit that just and play for the 9 ball or get the second stripe over there. How do you like to shoot this ball?
Not.
9, thin cut on the first ball to make a 3-ball combo. Pretty close to the hole though, so it's a big pocket.
Nice
nicely
shot.
done. Now what?
Now it got a little tougher.
Now we got some.
Now he's got to go up and down. Thin to
my
win
God.
right here.
Yeah, and if he if he cuts it, he'll be on the 9. If he banks one of those balls, then he won't get on the other one. It's gonna be thin. And it didn't go.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
Trent, you can hear him in the background there.
Well, you could have solved that without that miss earlier too, but that was. I mean, it's easy to say, hindsight's 20/20, but that was really mismanaged pattern there on those balls. If I was Trent on shooting that 3-ball, I would have splashed out a little bit more just to make sure I got those balls spread out. But it's easy over here. Not always easy, obviously. But can you believe that? Really, how much money would I have made if I would have said that somebody in this match would miss the 8-ball twice? Not a team, but the individual shooter would miss the 8-ball twice, and then they'd still win the game.
5-2 going to 11.
I would have got odds across the board.
All right, let's erase that game. They were playing great pool up till then.
I forgot to ask my guy from last week if I could buy his side jackpot action. If I put Jake Gallagher in for $1 last week, I get half of his side jackpot.
Let's see. I got to.
Well, a few weeks ago, I offered to stake the entire tournament.
What is a jackpot?
I'd pay the $1 extra for everybody in the field.
2,200.
I'll stake everybody in the side jackpot for the $1. It's got to be up around 2,200 now, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Matter of fact, I'll make an announcement on that too.
Yeah, thanks, David, for letting J. Ray know the race on that. Appreciate it in the chat there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, if you like to stream, hit the like button. If you don't like us, then you don't have to hit that. But hit the subscribe button. I can't stress it enough. Hit that subscribe button. Get your name into the hat. Get on that list. And again, we are waiting for a call or a text from somebody other than TJ and Ramsey.
All the way from Ramsey, Minnesota.
About signing up for this tournament. And when you get here for your first match, I'll buy you guys a big, large pizza.
Rory
Just because
Rory Hendrickson should get a
Just because
player.
I've yapped about it for 2 weeks. Yeah, Rory Hendrickson can come play in this. Fargo, where you at? You got players up there.
Yeah, Mark Oslager.
Ole, you got
A lot of good players.
Stainbrook, Fletch, all kinds of players up there. Got
to make sure everybody hits that subscribe button. We're going to try to get this monetized and get things fired up so we can. Any money I make on the YouTube will go right back to the players.
Right into the event.
Yep.
Beautiful.
You never know what I come up with, Mark.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see. A lot of legwork to do now. All right, what do we got here? Nice shot.
We got on the 10.
Nice shot.
Take care of that problem.
Yeah.
Still got to deal with that 12. I might even, if I take this 10, I might try to draw back to the rail and then try to get on that 12 in the same side pocket. If I don't, I've got the 15 in the lower right corner. He might have too much of an angle. No, he's going to go away from that ball, won't he? No, he can draw back.
Fire the bank in.
Catch the 4 even if you have to, and then get underneath and try to get on the 12 ball. It's a free shape on that
12
ball.
was a dead bank. I'd fire it inside.
But
The 12 could give him issues.
Yeah. See if he'd have rolled a little bit forward. Well, he couldn't back cut it either. I kind of like drawing back, though, and trying to get on that ball from there because you had a free shot at it. If you don't get on that ball, you take the one in the lower right corner, and then you try another route to it. But at some point in the rack, you're going to run out of options to figure something out of that ball. He could have even got over straight into the ball in the lower right corner, drew back about a half a diamond, and then had the 12 ball. That was another option to get on it. And now if he takes this 13, then you're going to have to get up above the 9, which ain't a big deal, take it in the lower left corner. Cue ball will have to come down in between the 3 and the 1. And then you're still going to have to work in the 12. Might have been a missed opportunity on that. But I like that Kregg's going this way first. I think that's a better route. And that might not be bad, but you're still going to deal with this 12 ball. And you're going to have to get from this 13 all the way down in the bottom rail to get in the 11, which is a natural shape for it. But not when you miss the ball. Trent has missed more balls in this match already, I think, than I've seen him do in some of the other entire matches. He's usually just such a straight shooter. It's too bad he couldn't take the 6 off that ball. Just tap it over a little bit and make the 2 go in easier. The 8 will have to go to the lower right corner. Hey, Carl, Pooh for Life. Good to see you on the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. You got a lot of people rooting for Nick and Josh as well. Be curious what the viewers are, if they're mixed on that or if they're, one's a favorite or not. I've been asked by multiple people this week who I like in this one, and it's going to take the easy way out. Call me what you want, but I can't call this one. I feel that there's one player from each team that will decide this match. And already on one of them, I've been kind of proven wrong. It's the other one that's made an impact so far. And on the other side of it, that guy's coming through. It's a couple of hiccups, but other than that, they're sitting pretty good. So now you're still trying to get in the 2 ball. That's not going to help. Unless it goes by that stripe. Which, as Jerry alluded to, if we had that overhead cam operational again, we could take a peek and see. And then I could draw with that little Telestrator and put a squiggly wiggly line on there and say, yeah, it goes right here. It does go in there. Yeah, it must go. You can always go up to the 2 and get on the 3 and then come back for the 7. But the problem with the 2 is that it's only going to go up in the upper corners. It might go on the sides, but you've got to be in a specific spot to take it in the side and get on the 8. I like that that was a big pocket over there. Now to get in the 8 ball over on the left side there. The 3 would have worked. The 7 might work. Yeah, I'd love to get right there, wouldn't you, Josh? But to use a 3, you're going to have to take the 7 to the side, go down to the bottom rail, back up table, and that increases the difficulty to get that right angle on the 3 from there. Taking the 3, though, gives you an opportunity to get on the 7. And really, if you get on the 7 where you're kind of straight in on the 8, that 8 can follow that stripe. If I had ball in hand, I like shooting that 8 to follow that stripe in the low left corner. If I'm not straight in on that or really in a really perfect spot, I don't think I can make that ball. But here's a shot. How about this? The 8 ball does bank in the lower right corner, and if you have to, you can play it off that stripe. That's the route I would go. I would go to the 3, go to the 7, get down to the bottom rail, bank the 8 off the left side rail, play it off that stripe into the lower right corner, rack them up. There's my out. I go all the way down to the bottom and I bank that ball, because if I don't get on the position on this 8 ball, I'm in trouble. But I can get down there and bank this. See, now you're in trouble. going to bank it up in the corner now. But you see what I'm saying? If you put it down on the bottom rail, you just bank it on the left side rail and take it off that stripe. It's a huge pocket over there. You could drive a bus in that, past that ball. It does go up in the upper corner, but it's more difficult. I don't even mind here ticking the 8 towards the 11 and then making that stripe in the corner pocket and playing safe.
That's a perfect bank, though.
Yeah, but you sell out if you miss it, though. You want to try to not sell out of a miss if possible. You don't always win by going for things. Like I know safety might not be the right play, but just look if you tick that 8 over on the 11 and lock that ball up, cue ball goes into the ball in the corner pocket, and then if you get up table, you're going to have to bank the ball anyways. And they lost the game. Oh, sold. I still feel that they didn't look at the bottom rail and just cross-bank that 8 ball. And with that 15 ball there, that was a huge pocket over there. It's a pretty simple bank. You don't have to play it to the pocket. You just have to. You have like a 2-3 inch window there to make that ball off the bottom rail. It's huge. It's like a bucket.
John, what took you so long?
But it's all moot now. And we're going to be looking at 5-3 here pretty soon. Cross bank the 8. Nick and Josh, when you guys rewatch this stream, if you do, and if you have the volume on, there's no guarantee you want to hear me. But if you have the volume on, replay that rack there and look where you could have got on the bottom rail and just banked that 8 ball off the 15, dude. Dudes, I should say. It's pretty easy from there. But 5-2, and as we often see in this event, when one team gets ahead, the other team picks up a few games and comes right back.
12 months of history showing me paying the car loan. I took an extension last November. We don't have 12 months, 12 consecutive months of me paying the car, right?
There we go, 5-3, sold. That's why you don't.
It's 2017.
Well, somebody, yeah. That's why I wouldn't have banked that ball. I think I would have played a safety and took my chances. And I love to bank. I play a lot of one pocket, but I see the value also of just ticking on the 8 onto the 11 and making the ball in the corner pocket, and then saying, "Well, let's go from here," because you could kick off that left side rail and tuck behind the 8 afterwards. You're still alive. You miss that bank on that like that, the game's over. And maybe that's why people should play the game I always talk about, because you realize that when you sell something out on a game, you're going to lose the game. And if you want to play better pool, you stop losing games. It's pretty simple, right?
I just come into this conversation.
I mean, it's the simplest thing.
If you want to play better pool, stop losing games.
Stop losing games you're supposed to win. It's not that complicated.
But it just sounded funny.
Yeah, I know. It should be. Because I do it all the time too, but I mean we're human beings and we're amateurs. But
all right, ball down. Got a mess.
Win more of the games you're supposed to, even a few of them. Just win a few of them. We can do that, can't we?
Hell yeah. Well,
the 1-0 helped with the
tape.
7. The 4 to get out to 6. Well, here's what you do. Can you take that 5 and then run the cue ball into the 9 and use the 9 to break out to 6?
You have to hit it pretty firm.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit that pretty firm, won't he? I think the 9 goes over that way, though.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does. You could definitely do that.
I would like that shot more if the 4 wasn't there. And I don't know why the 4 would mess me up in there, but just maybe the illusion of it being there.
Yep.
Or maybe you take the 5 off the 4 on the side, play the carom, and run the cue ball into the 9. The 9 goes down into the 6 and breaks that ball out. Well, we tried our shot. And as Bob Euchre used to say, a swing and a miss. Stripes is tough here, too. That 14-10 ain't a bad combo, though, if you can get on it. Very makeable. Stripes really, If he could take the 1 here, I think Solids would still have the advantage, but he can't shoot that 1, so they're in a lot of
So I
trouble.
turned around when he shot that ball on the side.
The 9 went over to the just
Rail
below the side pocket.
and
Yeah,
bounced this way.
yeah,
Did he hit it pretty firm?
yeah. He hit it kind of firm, but he might have had to play that 5 off the 4 to get the right angle to pump that 9 down there.
Okay.
But sometimes people, unless you're not used to doing those kind of shots, it's kind of like putting a blindfold on sometimes. You know, you don't really. Well, I mean, if you're not using another ball, like the cue ball to go another ball and using that ball to break stuff out, unless you do that, you're going to miss a lot of those.
Yep.
But if you start trying them, they get a little bit easier, and then you'll start hitting a few of those. Then all of a sudden you realize that you can really do a lot of unique things that you might not have thought of before. So don't go into expecting to have a high percentage of them, but try them. Try shooting the cue ball, make a ball, and then run the cue ball another ball, and have that ball break something out for you. Just practice it.
What an ugly table.
Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Let him see the 1.
Yeah, but I don't think it's.
Well, can you play
Bump
the
it off the 7?
Yeah, can you play the 1 gently off the 7? I think you can, and the 7 will come out enough to shoot it next.
That's really all he has.
Yeah, I think it can.
Because
And
he can get on this 4 to move that 6. See?
And I almost think you could do that, Jerry, where you can go with 1 off the 7. If you miss the 1, the 7 and the 1 will probably still block that pocket for that ball. I don't shoot this 1 without trying to do that, though, because it does me no. Well, this will work, too.
Yeah, this game's going to be a bit. It was really moving pretty good for a little bit there, Mark.
Yeah, well, this pace was going pretty good.
I thought we were going to be out here by 7:30.
And another safety. You can see
Again,
the
I
1.
think he left that 1.
Now, do you go up to the upper end rail and spin gently into the 7? I don't really like that because you can get tucked behind that 14-11 on another safety. Really interesting to see how these guys navigate this. And they still have to deal with the 4-6 down here if you're solids, which isn't easy. Because anything you do off that 4, that 6 ain't going to move much. You're going to have to come at a really good angle on that 4 ball to get that 6 to move enough to find a pocket for it. I kind of like that shot right there, but he missed it. The thing about doing it that way, though, is that if he would have bumped that 7 and moved it a little bit, that makes banking that 10 off that 7 a lot easier. Now, if Nick was playing singles, I'm pretty sure he'd shoot this 10 off the 7.
I thought it was Josh's shot, no?
No, Josh played that second safety.
Okay.
Here's another thing that you could do, which probably ain't going to be popular. Shoot the 13 with ball in hand, back cut the 6 enough to where you hit the 15, then draw the cue ball down to the bottom rail, and spin it up and tuck it on the 4. Yeah, I just said that. Seriously, look at it. You shoot that combo, your 15 gets cleared, your 13 gets cleared.
Okay, Taylor. Okay, yeah. So it's just 1 hour, right?
I might have tried that. Shoot that 13-6 up into that 15-7, tuck the cue ball behind the 4, because it's going to help me more than it would help them.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now with that 5-6 here,
You get it.
I think Kregg can nick off the 6 on the right side there and roll the cue ball up table off the upper end rail and tuck underneath that 10 on the back side of the 10. I think that shot is there. He might be too full on the 6, though. He might have to hit too much of the 6. I can't really tell without the overhead. But that is one shot, and even if he gets up to the end rail, he's leaving stripes in a tough spot from up there, like that right there. But softer. You gotta hit that way softer. My target there is to get on the end rail. I don't want to get over there. I give them options now. If Kregg played that just to get up just past the 10, that shot is good.
Just got an update on Shane match. It's 9-6 Shane going to 10. against by Tally Petser.
Quad Urbanski, Vince Garcia, table 14.
All right, so 15 ball they got to get out of there, Mark. 13 ball they can make if they get over on the rail there, but
Yeah, they got a couple shots up there that will do it. 14 and the 10. I like taking this one first and getting closer to one of those balls
yep,
up there.
and leave a good angle on it, you know.
Yeah. I don't like shooting it from here.
Boy, he's getting after it right
Yep.
away, ain't he? He's going to spin it around over there. Look at this shot. Ooh.
Oh. Didn't hit it enough.
All right.
Now
they'll get another swing.
There's
at
another
it.
swing at it right here. Hit it with left English, go off the side rail, up to the end rail, into the 715.
But he can
off
play
this
this
ball.
9, come off up here, leave himself a nice angle to get at it.
Yep.
And then he'll have that.
Yeah, well, he could slow roll it and get on that ball
Yes.
up there.
Yes.
I kind of like now going off that rail and going at that ball. Because if I get stuck up on the upper end of the table, then I've got that ball on the upper right corner.
But my thought is if he leaves the angle here, he's going to move this ball this way and
Yeah.
not kind of push it into traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, he hit the
Oh,
point.
he went after it for
He
sure.
was trying my shot, yeah.
Yes, he was.
He didn't have to. He had to hit that more with center ball. Look at Nick.
I think he tried to knock that 15 out of table 16.
Man,
He hit that pretty firm.
can he make that one up table? No, he can't.
Oh, they got to play smart here, I think.
He plays safe in the lower left corner. No, he can't make that ball.
Wow, he
Oh,
went after
wow.
it too. Wow.
Man. Well, you're kind of safe with that, I guess, with the 5, 4, 6 down there.
Kind of screwed up down here, yeah. However, I think that one goes in the side.
I don't think so.
I got someone in the way I can't see. I think it goes in the side.
Yeah, it does go. He's shooting it. Now he's gonna try to
He's
follow
coming
down.
down here,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh.
Wrong side of it.
He'd almost been better staying up by the side pocket and just taking that cut on the 6.
Yep.
And then you run into the 4 and you run into the
Absolutely.
13. And there's
Yeah.
no getting down close like that hurt him.
Yeah, even if he's near
Yeah.
the side pocket, still got a good shot
Yep,
at
just
it.
make the ball and just get past the side and take that back cut on the 6, and then you're going to clear your ball.
Yep.
Because you really had to have a lot of things work out for you the way he went. You're really asking for a lot.
Yeah.
You're asking for a roll. And when you missed a couple of balls in a row, you don't normally get rolls. You gotta pay your debts for missing straight in balls first, I think. Pool guys don't start handing out rolls in that case. Here, you just missed 2 balls. I'll give you a roll. Make it easy for you. No, it actually gets tougher. We all know that, right? Now what do you do here, Jerry?
Man, oh man, I don't know.
Can he make the 7, go around 2, 3 rails back into the 6 or the 4? Hit some upper right, go up to the upper end row, around that 10, over to the left side row, and then back into those balls again. I think he has a path there.
I think it's pretty tight coming through there.
I like that shot, though.
I think he could do it.
I don't know about this. Yeah, that was pretty tough. I knew what he was
He
going
was
to try
trying
to
to
do.
lay it behind it.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. That's
But
tough.
that he had to spin the object ball to get it over
Yeah,
there.
that's tough to do.
Tough shot.
A lot of times in those little safeties like that where you're doing something really touchy, I try to hit it half as hard as I think I have to. Because a lot of times
You got to let it grab.
Yeah, and you gotta let it grab, and also when you err on the short side, you have a window sometimes that if once you go past that, it's gone. And it's hard to describe without showing a
Yep.
shot or anything. But you if you go half the speed you think and come up short, oftentimes you're tucked behind things. It gives you a lot bigger window that way.
He's spinning off that end rail.
Look at that ball. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Never a worry.
I don't know. Is he titty hooked on that side? You can definitely shoot the 15, but it's kind of deceiving. You're going away from a mark, and sometimes you.
Brenner Holloman, thanks. I'll let Jerry know. Jerry's said to say hi to Little Joe. Little Joe's probably watching the stream.
He probably is.
He's from hello from the Gulf Galveston area. Tell Little Joe V I said hi.
I will.
We will relay that. Little Joe is very beloved up here and across the country in the pool world. Real treasure that we have him up here.
Absolutely. Little Joe Villalpando, if you want to learn how to kick and learn how to bank and control a cue ball, he's the one to get with for sure.
He's one thing I've mentioned many times about him that's just so special, I think, is that he lights up across his face when he sees people he's working with start clicking and getting it. He takes more pleasure than that than the student does. And to me, that is just pretty special.
Absolutely. Now, this shot here, I mean, he wants to shoot the 13, but
I don't know.
I don't know if he's on that tit or.
I think it's easy to lose that 13 by taking the 15 first, too.
Oh,
what's
boy.
this here?
He's laying for a bank.
If you're going to do that, why not just slide out?
I think he tried to.
Yeah, I think try to slide out.
He just caught it.
Yeah. I wonder if he could have took that 15, though, and went across the table and then back over.
I think he could have held it.
Yeah, I think he
I
might have
really
been,
do.
too.
But you just got to really be, it's a touchy little
Yeah,
shot.
especially in the Simonis. It's a touchy shot. You have to fully commit on that to just kind of
You don't like it.
And Nick's really good at banking, too. I'm surprised.
Well, how about a jump bank?
Jump bank? Well, the way he jumped that 8 ball in, why not? I'd put my chips on him right now.
Sean Cole, Cole Begovich, table 12.
What are they talking about up there?
I'm not sure.
Nick and Josh.
I was looking
Seemed
around.
like quite the conversation for being a doubles team. Obviously, they weren't doing anything untoward. I'm not saying that.
No.
But
This would be a hell of a shot right here.
here we go.
John Condra, Jake Gallery.
Oh, my
table
God.
Wow.
What a shot. Nick Marsolek, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, dude.
Did you see that?
Sean
Wow.
H. Jen Lampy, table 13.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brenner. We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button if you choose. Definitely hit the subscribe button, though.
Wow.
Ooh, bank that one in. Woo! Man, Nick, that is phenomenal. 2 clutch jump shots. Won him 2 games.
6-3 going to 11.
And the last time he made a jump shot, it was on the 8 ball, and they ran out the next rack. So he just popped another jump shot, jump bank, pinching it. That is, wow, that was
a great
phenomenal.
shot. Great shot.
And now it'll be another chance for them to do a jump shot and break and run the next one. Yeah, Sharon, that was pretty special right there, wasn't it? That was a highlight jump shot right there. That was awesome. Nick Marsolek. Beast. He didn't really hit that one good. You didn't hit that break very good. It just sounded kind of blah. Sounded like one of my breaks, which is not good. Now, what do we do here? 14 goes off that, yeah. 11 goes in the lower left corner. 15 goes in the lower left corner. 10 goes in the lower left corner. 13 goes in the upper right corner. Thing you want to be careful is that 3. I don't think he's going to hit that 3 enough to disturb that 15 or the 11, though. I'm playing for one of those balls, though, here. I don't go across like that. I would have laid gently and tried to get in that 15, although 12 gets in the 15, too. 15 does go in the lower left corner. They all go down there. The 11, 15. But that's another position, too, where he shot that ball, where when I it's just what I do. It might be wrong, but I try to play for that 15 or the 11 off that ball. I'm shaping one of those balls. And then the 15 goes in the upper left corner, too. So let's say if I lay that ball in more gently, that Kregg shot, and I got straight into the 11 now, I'm taking that 11 right away. And then I take the 15. but you didn't even give yourself a chance to get on that ball there. It's kind of like a two-way where, a lot of people think of a two-way shot where you shoot at a ball, but if you miss, you're going to leave the cue ball safe. Well, there's a chance there where you can play two-way where you're going to shape a couple of different balls. If you don't get on it, great. You have options to go back and try to get on it again. Now they're working where they have to get on it. And if they don't, they might not get back to it. And it might cost them the game. See what I'm saying, though? Like, you had an opportunity right there to shape that 11 ball. And you lose nothing by not getting on it then. You just give yourself a chance to. Talking about when Kregg shot the 13, the opening ball. If you get on it, great. You take care of a problem. If you don't, that's great too. So you still have more chances to get there, but now you're getting to where you have to get on there. I like having a free pass or a mulligan or two. I that's the way I like it. That'll work. Maybe. Because now Trent's going to have to get over to the rail and back out for the 15, which isn't bad. Or just stop, if he can stop on it. I can't really see if he's got too much of an angle. Looks like he's rolling forward. Okay. Made that. And he can do the 15 from here, I think. That'll get you back down to the, what ball is that? Is that the 14? There's a lot of scratch in this ball. I'd love if I was here to, if that 10 would go in the lower right corner. I don't think it goes by that 8, though. The 14 does, though. In fact, I like that ball better. The one right by the cue ball. The lighting on my screen, I can't really see what it is. I like shooting that ball, though, and then going 2 rails, getting back up there for the 15. Because then if I get a better angle on the 15, that leads naturally 2 angles to the 10. That's what I do. Take the ball right below the cue ball. Go down to the bottom rail, come back up for the 15. Because of the scratch. See, you don't shoot that one. If he takes that ball right below the cue ball, lower right corner, comes down to the bottom rail. You can even go to the left side rail if you want, but come back up for the 15. Then you have a gentler angle on that 15 where it naturally goes upper end rail, right side rail, you're straight into the 10. He didn't even look at that ball, though. And I'm not trying to, be overly critical on it, but the thing I would be critical about is he never even looked at that shot. He didn't look at all of his options. He was determined, no matter what, to shoot that 15. Even if he was in a scratch, which I think about 90% of the viewing community would have seen that was a dead scratch. And if he took that other ball, they're going to win the game. And this is where I talked about, and we kind of laughed about it, me and Jerry, but win a few more of the games you're supposed to win. And I say that for me, too. I do this a lot. Sell games I'm supposed to win. But for the love of the pool game and for your own mental sanity, win some of those games you're supposed to win. Just a few of them. We're not asking much of ourselves to do that, are we, people? We really aren't. Stop giving games away that you're supposed to win. Not easy, right? I know.
And I stare at him really hard going, it's the stupidest fucking name ever. Not that the name is stupid, just
And now you're probably looking at 7-3. Again, I'm not trying to shoot on Kregg on that. I do this myself. A lot of the things I commentate on and point out, and maybe constructively criticism or point out that should do this or do that. I'm not always right, but at the same time, there's some things that are glaringly obvious. Like several weeks back, somebody should have spent some money on the book of patterns, and you would have went further in the tournament. And I'm not trying to say that in a critical way. I'm trying to point some of the obvious things. If you're not doing patterns right, then try to get some help for it. What's holding you back? What holds me back? My break. And unfortunately, I don't know anybody that wants to work with me on that because everybody that's tried has given up. So that's on me. But for the love of your own sanity, people, just win a couple more of the games you give away. Let's all do that. Let's make pool great again. Just win a few more. All right, Josh. You could come down to the bottom rail and go to the right side of the 8 ball with this cue ball. And it'd be 7-3. Just don't come up short. If you go long, you're fine. You have a longer shot is all, but don't come up short. Don't come up short. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
It goes though.
Yeah, me too, Sharon. That it was a dead scratch on that ball, and you can't shoot those shots knowing it's going to scratch and just think the result's going to be different. I mean, you know what I mean? Some balls we shoot, we just know, hey, this ball's going to scratch. Then we go and shoot it anyways. I do it in one pocket all the time. I do it in 8-ball. Oh, I shouldn't shoot this ball. It's going to scratch. A really good chance to scratch. I'm going to shoot it because, I deserve a roll. I haven't gotten one in a while, and I helped that puppy out of the road earlier on the way here, and I stopped traffic for those little ducks that were going across the road, and God's going to shine on me in this shot, so it's a dead scratch, but I'm going to hit it anyways. And then lo and behold, God doesn't work that way. He says, don't shoot that ball, that'll scratch. It's like the 10 Commandments of pool. Thou shalt not shoot the ball that is a dead scratch. That break a little bit better.
Yep.
7-3, race to 11, CRs Sportsbar in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. This is the finals of the Scotch Doubles Tournament. And first place pays $7,000. Second place pays $4,000. The very next Scotch Doubles event will be $800 entry. First place will be $10,000. Second place, $6,000. And as earlier I stated, any team outside of the metro area, Rochester, Des Moines, Fargo, North Dakota, Grand Forks, Moorhead, Duluth, Superior, anywhere outside of and yeah, TJ, Ramsey is considered the outreaches of the metro. But any of you call and you want to sign up and sign up with Jerry, when you get here for your first match, I will buy you guys a pizza for signing up. I don't know what more we can do. There is a lot more we could do, but we're not going to do it. So now here's a shot. Oh, the 4 goes anyways. Never mind. I had this great idea to get that 4 ball out of there, but it goes right in the side. And suddenly, the mistake that happened last game is going to turn into a win for Nick and Josh, and they're going to break and run another one. That's a killer when you're playing a match, race to something. Whether it's that 8 ball don't go now. I don't think it did earlier though. But it's a killer. Winter breaks. It's awesome when we put on packages, 5-packs, 6-packs, 7-packs, 2-packs. But what really wins a lot more matches than that is being able to get a game you're not supposed to have won, and then you win it, and then you break and run that one. Those swings like that where you're supposed to lose a game, then you pick that game up and then break and run the next one. Those swings like there are so tough to come back from sometimes. Most of the time, they're really tough to come back. And everybody loves seeing the packages put together. It's great. But the 2 wins in a row or the 3 wins, those things win you tournaments and win you matches. So he's going to drop it at the 8 ball. Nope. 8. Must go, huh? We'll find out here if he's going to slide into this ball or not. But we are at 7-3. Jerry back in the booth.
Shane was dead out.
And he missed that ball. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Shane was dead out and overdrew a ball, and now it's 9-7. Shane going to 10. Vitale breaking.
Wow.
So, boy, I come back in the booth, and that was a big miss right there. Wow.
Man, oh, man. Look at that. 8-3 they would have been at. If that goes by there, it must go by there. He played for that ball. Holy cow. This isn't an easy, really starting spot either to get a ball. I mean, you'll get on the 12 for sure. And he could probably get on the 13 too.
Oh, yeah.
Coming on back out off the rail. But he didn't though. Well, 11 goes on the side too.
And I tell you what, you got to be careful where you leave Nick if you leave him a jump shot.
Yeah.
Because he's making every one of them.
I take that 12 right now. Float up and get on the 15 or the 11. You don't have to take it off that ball. Just shoot it in and slide out in the middle of the table. There you go. There you go. Good shot. Oh, what a swing that was. Man, man. It could have been 8-3. Oh, not Trent's
He
best
decelerated.
shot. Yeah, he did.
He's all right here, though.
He's not really been on his game tonight so far, which they're still in the match, too, so that's a positive for them.
Yeah. Kregg's all right here.
Yep.
Oh, we got Hank playing Gene over here.
I don't know. I don't
Good
try to
match.
hold this ball. I try to go to the side rail and come back out on the table more. If he tries to hold this, he might. This is
I
where he
want to
can
go
catch
3
the stick.
rails. He can
Yeah, I go
No.
around. Yep, I go around. I don't
just
try to
smooth stroke it.
Yeah, I don't baby this ball in.
Good shot. He held it up nice.
Yep.
He's got to be careful if he rubs 8 into a bad spot. He's got to be careful. I'd like to have been out here a little farther.
Yeah, a
but
little bit.
if he-
So the 8 will go into the rail, possibly come back up.
He's
the
pushing
rail.
the 8
Yeah,
down.
I think Trent will be just fine. Good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
good shot.
Big game right there.
Yeah, that was a swing there. Holy cow. 7-4. Race to 11.
This tournament is sponsored by Brent Dehan, Dehan Garage Doors, everybody.
Mr. Billy Bob.
7-4 going to 11.
He was in here the other night in leagues and pulling some tabs, and he was proud as a peacock, Billy Bob.
Yeah.
His chest was sticking out so far. He goes, "Yeah, I got myself a 300." And so I said, "You got a window?" "I just got myself a 300." Sticks his chest out. I tell you, I was laughing so hard. He was just so proud of himself.
He
I
loves
said, "You
it.
want me to go and get that wheelbarrow for all that money, or what are we doing here?" But yeah, he's a great guy. Thank you for putting this on here, for sponsoring it, Billy Bob, and for the sponsors on the next upcoming event as well.
Absolutely.
You got a whole list of them that have done, sponsorships for the streams and different
All the
tournaments
sponsors. Yep.
over the past number of events, and there we are.
Yep.
Everybody up here has played a part in bringing the stream and tournaments.
O'Keefe's Auto Body and Paint, O'Keefe's Collision. That's Dave O'Keefe, the action man. Fast Action Pool Table Service, Robbie Matson. Fire, Water, and Storm, Bauer Services. Remax Prodigy, Mikey Van Grinsman. Monticello Auto, who's in the house tonight. Ryan Janikowski. Military Mortgage Guru, Mr. Steve Brand. You need a mortgage? Call Steve Brand. Frovik's Towing, Big Chris Frovik. Need to get your car towed, truck towed? He'll do that. Color Caliber, Eric Michaels.
Yep.
Primo, roofing, siding, windows, gutters, painting, you name it. Sticky Nicky Hansen's with Primo. Dehan Garage Doors, Billy Bob, and the Dirty Whore Clothing
I got
Company.
the old
Yep, well,
old
you got
style
it on
shirt
right
on
there,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I love this shirt, man. I've had this for
Refuge,
a number of
roofing and,
years.
roofing and siding, Refuge, Josh Wallstrom. So sponsors. we do
M&K Tire
appreciate
as
it.
well.
M&K Tire, yes.
Fast Action Pool Table Service, Mr. Rob Matson, fresh back from Chicago this afternoon. They got a plethora of pool tables.
M&K Tire, they go to you and change
Yep.
their tires.
Wherever
it's,
you're
it's
at.
a good deal.
Action Man, and on the next Scotch Devils tournament
Yep.
sponsorship.
I believe Jesse and Dave O'Keefe are playing.
Are they?
Yep.
Nice. I got a couple matches I got to send Dave O'Keefe on messaging to watch for One Pocket. I think you'll get your notebook handy, my friend, and pencil. A couple matches there that I've come across that I think you'll really enjoy and learn some stuff from.
I'm going to sneak over and watch that Shane match. I'll be right
Both
back.
of them involved Dennis Herculio. And couple great matches, though, Dave. I've been watching also. This match that I'm talking about isn't one that I've been watching lately, but the big one between Tony Chohan and Dennis Herculio. And Tony was actually up on 9 games at one point. and they ended up at 38-38, race to 40, go 10 games each day. But man, there's been some one pocket there. And Dennis, it's the only time I've ever seen Dennis Ercole look so pedestrian. I mean, he looks shook. And I haven't got through the rest of the match, but I'm kind of excited to see how he climbs out of that 9-game hole and gets back to even. Because Tony looks like a man amongst a boy right there for a long time in that match. But we got one heck of a match right here in front of us. Race to 11. BCA rules. Kregg Hurlbert at the table. Down 4-7. Nick and Josh, upper right corner of your screen. Second ball, nothing goes. And I predict that Nick will shoot the 10 ball and run the cue ball up into the 12 ball. And then all they have to do then is shape the 8. So I don't think the 12 goes in the side. If it goes in the side, he won't move it, but he's got a really, really easy, natural route to just move that 12 ball. Oh, he's going to take solids. Well, somehow they got to get up there and deal with that 7. That's kind of surprised on that they'd take that. I just wonder what they have in mind for that. Because if he shot that 10, he has such an easy road to go into that 12 ball. He might have been worried about getting back on that on the 8 ball. The thing is, though, is if he went to that 12 ball and moved the 4, 12, 15, that whole side of the table is open to get in the 8 and take it in the lower right corner. Dave O'Keefe. Yeah.
I didn't know there was anybody signed up yet.
I don't know who's all signed up. I guess there are a few teams that have been formed. And I do have an offer out there for any team outside of the metro area, like Rochester, Duluth, anything like that signs up. I'll buy them a pizza the first night here. Des Moines, Iowa, Rochester, Fargo.
I think if we signed up, I don't think we could lose, actually.
I would rather jump headfirst into a wood chipper. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Talon. I'm just kidding. You have come a long way in your pool game. And as an employee here. All I hear is rave reviews.
You're the only one that hears them.
Just think of the shortcut you took a few years ago when I told you to take the company card and go buy some liquor that they're out of. Just think of
I could have been much farther ahead.
You'd have been management by now. You'd either been management or you've been fired, one of the two.
I'm going to go with the latter option there, Mark.
Probably.
All right, Granite, taking home, table 21.
I still think of it as showed incentive on your part, though.
Until I got fired the next day.
Well, that is part of it, yeah. But think of the positives, if there are any.
Yeah, you should. You're right there.
Bill Wolf,
So Nick at the table here.
table 12.
So yeah, in the afternoon, the fear is back. Talon, we were playing one pocket, and Talon, they're out of some kind of a liquor. I told him just take the company card and go up and buy the booze at a liquor store. Jerry would be so impressed with you taking. Oh, watch the 8 ball. Oh my gosh. Oh. My heart breaks for you, young man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of money on the line to be losing games like that.
All right, Shane won that match, Mark, 10-7. So he's moving in the final 4 of that U.S. Open.
David, we have we can send it by DoorDash. Where are you located?
Send what?
He wants one of the servers to bring a Pepsi. I said we can do it DoorDash. That's probably the only way you're going to get one. The tank's going to be flying out here pretty soon, huh? Is it end of this month or is it early September? He goes in
Week from Saturday. It goes
Week
to
from
New Zealand,
Saturday.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear me? I said Shane won.
Oh, did?
Yeah,
Okay.
he won 10-7. So he's in the final 4.
Boy, that's a good match by Vitali, though.
Yeah.
Good tournament, too. It's not an easy field down there.
Oh. Filler's still in it, though.
Yeah.
Federgors is still in it.
Filler needs to learn to call fouls on himself. But that's all I'll say on
7-5
that.
here.
Oh, ball in. Here we go.
Wow. Remember that one miss where it would have been 8-3?
Mm-hmm.
Now look at.
Yep, just like that.
Now look at.
Now he has a shot here to take the 5, come off the rail into the 8-4, and
Open him up.
Should be opened up. I would bet he's not going to shoot it, though. For some reason, people don't always like to take that a little bit tougher first shot. I feel, though, that is the right shot. You gotta hit this one pretty firm, because if you come into that 14, he is going to take it. You come into that 14, you might get stuck down here, so you got to hit this one pretty good. See, they're stuck.
No, he's all right.
Well,
Got 2 ball.
Yeah, but the 4 doesn't
4
go
ball
anywhere.
stuck. I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta clear. You're moving 4 balls right there. You gotta clear 'em. Here's what I would do here, though. I'm shooting that 4 off the 3, off the 6 in the side pocket.
Whoa.
And I'm drawing back and getting on the 2, and I'm running out. That's how I roll,
All right,
baby.
I see it.
You see that though? The 4.
Absolutely.
How else are you gonna get on the 4?
Be mine like that 13 and go up and tie up on the 1. I'm just saying.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's a possibility, but. If I want to take care of that 4 ball right now, look at the bumpers. You go off
He's
the
looking
3,
at it.
off the 6.
He's looking at it.
Yeah. It's just there's like 2 baseball mitts out there just gonna deflect the ball in the side pocket for
I
you.
love it.
Draw back, get on the 2. Come on, Craig, shoot my shot. No, don't shoot that ball. You're still gonna have to deal with the 4.
You're whispering in the
Sean Cole,
thing like he can hear you.
Yeah, like he can hear me.
All right. This match is slowing down a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit.
Craig, shoot that ball. Come on, you know it's the right ball.
You're trying to coax him in.
Yes, shoot the 4 off the 3, off the 6. It'll go. I'm not saying you can't miss the ball, but that ball is so easy to make. Yes, there you go.
He is.
Now don't draw back too far. Just draw back a little bit, because you're gonna float away from being straight into the 2.
Actually looks pretty on. You got even the 6 ball.
He's almost lined up perfectly.
He
If I was
is.
going to take ball in hand, that's right where I'd probably put the cue ball. Maybe back a hair.
If I had ball in hand, I'd probably shoot it in the upper right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if he misses it off the 3 though, that 6 will go in. So you don't want to miss this short. You don't want to, you don't want to hit the 3 too full.
All right, let's see it.
Here we go. This is my shot. I'm proud of you, Craig. Even if this sells the game for you, I'm still proud of you. But I don't think it will. I think it'll win you the game. Boy, is he studying it. I
Yep.
like that. Yep, focus on this one. It looks easier than it probably is, but at the same time, that's a big pocket right there. That is a big pocket. Hit the 3 right where the number is, a little bit to the. There. There.
Look at the 6 got tied up.
That's all right. 3
That's
goes
all right.
off the 6 now next, right?
Yeah.
He ain't going to be able to do that, though, because if he shoots the 1, he'll run into the 3. So how about this? Now we're really going circus act, Jerry. And I'm not saying I would do this, but
Okay.
if you bank the 1 off the end rail, come down or get out of the way here. Who's that? Oakley or whoever?
Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Okay. Bank the 1 off the end rail, play it off the 9, and then the 2 ball goes. Easier. The 2 ball goes anyways.
I mean,
But I think I
bank.
bank the 1, because then I'm on a perfect spot to take the 3 off the 6. If he shoots the 3 in the upper right corner, he's going to lose the 3 ball. Shoots the 1 up in the upper right corner.
I think the deuce goes by that pocket anyway.
I think it does too, but I
Yeah.
just like the idea of going off that. Well, here's the thing. Benefit of going off the 9, though, Jerry, opens up for the 8.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you banked this short. And now the 9 ball is the baseball mitt. That'll just guide the ball into the pocket. The 8 ball goes in. The 2 ball's a lot easier to go. And then you're in a perfect spot to take the 3 off the 6. And you're almost dead straight on to shoot this bank. It's almost a dead bank.
I think he's got to twist it a little, though, don't he?
He could hit a little bit of left on it. But you want to hit it short, though. You want to end up short. You want to hit this a little bit tight. If I bank this ball, though, I'm not banking it to make it straight. I'm banking it to play off that 9 ball 100%. Although the 8 does go in the lower left corner, so you don't have to do that. But this is like a dead bank. And how about this? If you go pocket speed on the 1 ball and leave it down in the hole, it takes away the 9 ball for him. But we're going to go razor thin here. I give him a good chance of making this, too.
Slice and dice.
He doesn't miss many balls. He's missed more already than this. Oh, he missed out by a lot, too. He's playing a two-railer.
All right.
Boy,
So
he did
12 ball tied up there on the 6.
did not hit that one very good.
It's like the 10 goes by there, don't it, Mark?
Yep. And 11 won't go off at 6, but if you get up table, the 15 can be used to break it out. Or Nick's going to follow through on the 11 here.
Yeah, if he's got the right
He'll go
angle.
off the 3, off the 6 with the cue ball and scratch. Watch it. Be careful with the scratch. No, I think he's going to avoid it.
He's playing it off.
Oh, he went off the 6. There was plenty of room for that. Okay.
Wow.
Man, nice shot, Nick. That was good. I didn't know. I thought the 6 might be too far past the side to play it off it.
On that shot there, I mean, he really rearranged the furniture. Sometimes you just want to nudge the balls a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could have rolled forward on that and then had the ball up in the upper right corner.
He could have shot the same shot and stuck the rock, but just not hit it as firm.
Yeah.
The stuff would have still opened up. But hey, he's out there playing. I'm here talking,
Yep.
so I ain't saying nothing.
I think sometimes that comes, and I might be wrong in this, but I think sometimes, that comes from hitting hard like that from playing on valley tables,
Yeah.
where you have to hit a little bit more firm. And I think that might be part of what he does sometimes, which isn't a negative necessarily, but you notice that some players that play in diamonds more won't hit it that hard because they know they don't have to.
Yep.
But on a
Looks
valley,
like
you need to kind of.
You got to push
Yeah,
a little
you
bit.
gotta
Now
stroke it, yep.
he's playing for that nice shot.
Mark.
He was trying to lay for that 12 ball,
Yep.
but
See
got a
if,
thin cut on this 15. I mean,
see if Josh knows how to throw this with a lot of left. Just bring that cue
you
ball.
spin it in.
Yep, spin it in. Yep. Then that spin will direct that cue ball
See,
right
I
on
like
the
hitting a
line
little
for
low. I
you.
like hitting a little bottom
It'll,
left and
it'll,
spinning
it'll
that
bring you
in.
right on the line for the 12 ball then. Well,
So you gotta-
pogo stick Marsolek.
wow.
He's already done it a couple
Now
times.
he needed to spin that more and hit a little lighter, and it grabs
Yeah.
the rail and turns.
Yeah, exactly. So then when it goes into the rail, that English will turn it and it'll bring it towards that 12 ball in a perfect line.
Wow. This could be a 7-6 if they get back to the table.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to jump that 12. He may jump that 14. But if he jumps that 14, that cue ball is going to be down here in the lower right corner somewhere. He's going to have to get way up table to get on the 12, which is going to take a lot. Oh, he's jumping it. If he makes this one, it'll be wow. Hit that pretty good too. He just went over the ball. He hit it too good.
Yep.
Cue ball cleared over that ball.
Mike won, 2-1.
So 7-5 now. Ball in hand to Kregg and Trent, who can
Close the gap.
close the gap. They were down. They were going to be down 8-3.
Yep. Boy, I
that-
tell you, these Scotch doubles matches always end up like
And
that.
that one shot, all of a sudden, now we're looking at a possibly tied match.
Wow. Then it's a race to 4 for all the cash.
Jeff Banks, Corey Swenson, table 20.
Telepathy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button if you choose, but definitely hit the subscribe button. You want to be a part of that.
Matt Kreiger, table 14.
And as we grow, like Jerry has mentioned, it'll looking at getting monetized, and that goes right back into these events.
Yep, goes all back to the pool players.
And them and the sponsors are already adding a ton of money anyways, so it only gets better.
I hear my wife laughing over there. Jesus.
So what do we do here now? 3, cue ball into the 1, puts you straight into the 2.
I kind of like shooting that 1, then on the deuce.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I like.
'Cause-
Boy, you
yeah.
slow roll, that's a
wow,
foul.
That's a foul.
Oh my God. That 1 had to go by the 8,
I
didn't it? It sure it does.
I don't.
What
I
the
don't-
hell happened right there? Something just went
I
goofy.
don't know. I don't understand any of that.
Wow.
I don't get that. I know that Trent feels bad or worse than anybody could convey, but I don't want to know what happened there.
Now, if this is tight at all, you play the 14 over here, you draw it off the rail, come on, you're perfect on the 12 ball for the 8. So.
Or you can go here and then stop shot on the 12.
But he looked like it was tight, but it looks like it's wide open. So.
You can go the other corner too, is it?
No, I think he's got to go forward a little bit.
Yeah, I think he does have to go forward a bit too. I think you're right. You don't want to stop shot. You want to go forward a hair. This is a tough shot for me to. He's got a lot of room there, but you know where you hit it, and then you go forward like a half a ball.
Yep.
That's a tough shot.
Just like that. That was a great shot right there.
That's a tough ball.
He used all the pocket, but that was a great shot right there by Nick. You see all the better players doing the mark where they slide the ball around like that. Them long shots, they'll go forward an inch or two.
Yeah,
they're able to control it.
Yep, able to control just that little bit of release where it goes forward.
They know exactly where it's going to turn. All right, 8-5. They stopped the bleeding, Mark.
And
wow.
They should not have had that game either. That was ERO or what is that? Errors in baseball. That wasn't a forced error. That was an unforced error. Man, that's regardless of what you're shooting at in that ball, not getting a ball to the rail.
Yeah, that's
almost criminal.
I don't know why he didn't take the one.
Yeah, I'll never understand that. So 8-5 now, race to 11. Nick and Josh just stole the game. And they're getting a little bit closer to that $7,000 first place prize. Got a ball, got 2 balls. Oh man, that'd have been nice to get a little bump on that ball. But solids are pretty good if you can get this 4 ball. You can take the 3 to start out too. You don't have to do this 4. You could shoot the 3, but I like this one easier. It's tougher, but rack sure gets easy from here. Oh. Oh, no. And now Team Kregg and Trent have a chance to steal a game. Good shot. Play for the 7, roll forward, get in the 6 right now. Trent, see if he gets it to the pocket. Yep. Good spot for the 6. That 3 is pretty close. We can almost call it in the location that I hate for a pool ball to be located, personally. The 12 balls in that same spot. Although, yeah, that area all the way towards the side pocket, in that little area there, I just absolutely loathe having a pool ball there. We played Hank the Tank here in a number of games the other day, 8 ball, and I had a situation where there was a ball there, and I missed the ball trying to get that ball moved. And I told him right after, I said, you heard in the stream, and we were laughing about it because it's like, I've said how I'll rather lose a game trying to move that ball than trying to play shape off that ball. And I just did the exact thing that I shouldn't do. But they're going to make pretty quick work of this rack after this 3 ball here. Five goes by the 2, so there's no trouble over on that side of the table. You don't want to get up above that 13, of course. Oh, and he missed that ball. Man, he missed that ball by a lot. I've never, in tournaments or in league play or anything like that, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen Trent play like that. That regularly, we all make hiccups from time to time, but that's it's almost next level. And it's unfortunate too, because he's one of the stronger players I know as far as like a straight shooter. Just always being able to rely on just making the ball. So consistent and such a solid setup. He's got such a solid stance and shot and everything else. It's just, you'd think it'd be flawless. But it just shows that even when we do everything right, we might not always get the results that we want.
You've been around me long enough to know that I have lots of attitude.
And that's frustrating for all of us. But right now in this moment, that energy is directed on Trent Miller. But you are not out of it, Trent. You're not out of it, Kregg. It's not doomsday, it's one game. You've seen plenty of teams climb them ways out of deficits and out of holes before in this event and other versions of it. So, look at this little angle here now. Nick might have to go down to the bottom rail and then back above the 4. I'm not sure he can hold this ball. Yep, good shot. Slow down. Boy, he hit that hard. Definitely got above the ball, but I think on a valley he'd have been good on the 8 ball with championship cloth, playing on carpet. But Josh should be able to make this ball, have no trouble with it. 9-5, good shot, good shot. Well struck very well. So 9-5, race to 11, CRs Sportsbar, Coon Rapids, Minnesota, the mecca of pool in the upper Midwest. We are in the final match. Josh Raines, Nick Marsolek against Trent Miller and Kregg Hurlbert. The next version of this tournament will be $13.85 Fargo cap, $800 entry, and first place will be $10,000. Second place will be $6,000. And there is an open offer to any team like Rochester, Des Moines, Duluth, Superior, Fargo, Moorhead, yada, yada, yada. Not Ramsey, but all of those are available. I will buy you a large pizza for your team for signing up. I just want to see somebody from outside the metro hop into this event. That would count too. If they're going to fly up to play in multiple matches. You need your mic on, though, to be heard. I hear you, but the viewers don't hear you. Now they hear you. What's that?
They're going to 11, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if you change it from the final.
They're playing best of 3, Talon, so you have to be here till 5 in the morning. No, it's a one match. It's only one race to 11. Talon, you'll probably be here till 5 anyways. On Friday nights, they're pretty late anyways, ain't they? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, for the event tomorrow. Golf and pool tournament tomorrow at Majestic Oaks. So Kregg and Trent pick their way through this and get back on the winning track here. It's never over till it's over, as we've seen the 10-2 match, and the team came back, but you never really want to see your opponent getting on the hill, especially when you have 6 games to go. It just, your percentages drop so much, but even a blind squirrel finds the acorn from time to time. So, man, that is a couple big old stacks of cash. Now, Jerry, I got to ask you though, that's for the commentating crew. Where's the stuff for the tournament participants? That is one thick envelope, both of them.
First place, 7,000.
Man,
Second place,
oh man, that's pretty.
That's pretty. He says 9-5.
Trent struggling this match. Hit that ball pretty good.
Nice shot right there.
Yep, hit that ball pretty good. Now, Kregg's going to have to go inside on this 15 and try to move that 11
Yep,
ball.
if he can get at it.
You
Yep.
have to take a shot at it here. Does no good to avoid this. You're going to have to go inside right, go down to the bottom rail, off the left side rail into that ball.
Yep.
Now there's a scratch possible on that going off the 11, then off the 6. But you can't worry about that at this point.
No,
you
he's
have
gotta
to
go
you
into
have
it.
to try to hit that ball out of
Unless he can't hit that 15 properly to get at it. I don't know if that ball's in the way. There's a 4 ball in the way.
Mark Workman, Gene Albright,
there.
See it?
Yeah. As soon as he's out of the way here, he's got enough of that
Joe
ball.
Himmelgam, Hank
Yeah, he's got
Lyon,
enough on
table
there.
7.
He's going to end up coming down. See the first time in the bottom row, he's going to end up probably coming down just to the right of that first time. And I bet you if he does this shot, he's going to miss it. He's going to come underneath the 11 and he's going to miss that path.
Sure you don't want no cold outs, french fries? Okay.
No, you don't want to shape that. If you shape that, then you should be
If he gets on that, he should be on the
playing
pro
somewhere.
tour.
You should be playing on other streams than this, Craig. Yes.
He could get there, though.
You should have somebody other than me commentating your matches if you're going to shape that ball.
It's Scott Frost or Jeremy.
Yes, yeah, they should be in this booth.
Keeping an eye out for me.
Low right, down to the bottom rail, into the 11 ball.
I think he hits like 1 o'clock.
1
High
o'clock?
English.
Yeah. Well, depending on where he
You
hits
don't want,
it.
if he hits low, you don't want to go down too far. He
Yeah.
wants to come in here and out.
He's got,
Right?
yeah, he's got to. If he's got to go after this, he's got to hit this ball. I think if he misses it, he's going to miss coming underneath the ball. And that would be, you're right, you're probably coming with too much low rather than a higher ball like you're suggesting.
2 to what?
And it really depends, too, on what kind of a stroke he has
Yeah.
to be able to.
You got to get through it for sure.
Yep.
Got to get the right amount of
He's not looking to
turn
bank.
on, as Joe says.
not looking to
He's
bank
got to
that,
bank
is
in
he?
that 11.
No. You
Yeah,
got
it's
to
that. I'm putting the
you got a path on the
record
15
button
to
on.
get there. If there were no other balls on the table except for the 1 ball, that stripe and the 15 ball, he would have shot this by now. If there were only the 3 balls on the table. And ironically, none of the other balls matter on this shot at all. None of them have anything to do with this shot.
What the heck? Turn with your eyes. Why are they
But
all
it's
closed
just,
up?
I think, the visual of that being there that, oh, he's going to bank it.
Worry about you. We know where the rehabs are.
I know I get a lot of drugs. That's why I can't.
Are you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
and he didn't block the pocket. Could be
No.
trouble here. Could be trouble.
I don't understand that because
Neil Cole, Vince
you miss that, you sell the game.
1.
You should sell the game. So you're not going to win the game. You're not necessarily going to win the game by that shot, but you're sure going to lose it. And
Holmes, table 6.
the thing, the one that was tied on that 11 ball, so solids, if they get to the table, they're going to break that out anyways. But he had a natural shot from the 15 to go around the table and break into that.
Well, figure it out. You can do it. I think
Oh my goodness, and he missed that by a lot. Oh my goodness. Craig and Trent are still alive. And Trent still has a look at the 15 ball. Do you trust yourself enough now to shoot this ball? After you've missed badly on some other shots. Here we go. 9-5. And oh boy. Think he can make the 9, but that does him no good. I know he can make the 10. But with the 10, there is a scratch involved, and you're really looking for some luck to get on a ball after that. He might be able to cut the 11 in the corner, the lower right corner. Yeah, he can cut that ball. And I've said this many times, but if you took that 11 in the cue ball where it is right now, and you place that, lift them up and place them at that same angle of a cut over towards the side rail, put the 11 off the rail, people will cut that ball all the time to win a game.
Well, I'm trying.
Right?
It's that first one.
But when we're cutting that ball and the cue ball is going up into the table instead of into the rail, everybody's knees start to shake. Isn't that something? And it's all perception. It's just a visual thing. Yeah, the cue ball runs wild more, but it's all you got. So you just cut it in the lower right, run the cue ball up off the end rail, and you come into the 2-ball, and then you're out.
What did I miss here when I left it?
This here, Josh missed a fairly easy 1-ball in the side pocket.
Oh, they got another shot to get out here.
Kregg missed that. Oh, that was a tough ball, but
Yep.
even if he made that, they would have had a jump from there. I think he should have cut that in the lower right corner. You can't be afraid of a cut that you make, that you shoot with no worries at all if it's by the rail. But just because that cue ball goes out in the middle of the table, all of a sudden we're afraid to do it. You just can't. And you got to get over that mental aspect of it, thinking, well, boy, this is a tough cut. Well, it's not. It's not. The only reason it's tough is because the cue ball is running freely up into the open table. Just hit the contact point, the ball goes in.
That 2 go by the 9 mark? Yeah, it looks. Yeah,
yeah.
it does. Yeah, it does.
1 and the 6 go. 7 go.
Yeah, they got a great shot of getting out here. Just don't decelerate.
Oh, good shot. Good run into the 10-ball. That's pretty good, too. Now, I wonder how they're going to navigate the 1, 6, and the 7.
The 10 got in the way a little bit, actually.
If you go 1, and 1 or the other first, and the 7 or the 8. Well, I think the cue ball can go around it. On
It
the
can,
10,
but it
made it tougher, didn't it?
It just kind of got in the way a little
and
bit.
And really, if you don't have the full pocket and you're going to kind of throw a little bit of right on this, you're throwing the 2 to the tighter side of the pocket. And then you get in that situation right there. You're right, Jerry. 10 ball messed him up.
Yep. Now you got to hit a super thin one. Wow.
So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in on the stream. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button on there. We appreciate all the support and everybody tuning in.
Big match here, big match. So I've got a couple of people send texts. When's the next Scotch? I didn't put a date on there because I want to get the tournament filled up first.
Good shot, Josh.
So we're looking the end of September for that, Mark.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll put a date on there so everyone's not freaking out.
Has anybody reached out to you and collected on the free pizza that I've offered?
Not yet.
Weird.
Weird.
Well, I mean, it's not surprising in a way, but
Yeah. Maybe they're afraid to play.
And
Are they afraid to play the players up here? or
well,
what?
I'm
What
not
the hell's
taking
going
shots
on
at
here?
people, but I'm kind of am. It's like, where you at?
There's some real good.
Nobody wants to
players.
win $10,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of good players, and well, that'll work.
Well, he's all right. He
There's
can
a
shoot
lot of
that
good
7.
players. Rochester, Fargo, Iowa, Des Moines. I mean, there's a lot.
Now, as little Joe would say right now, he's going to hit a 6-2 and he can slide down by here.
Yep.
That's so important. Oh, man, the stuff Joe knows is crazy, Mark.
Yeah, it's, for a guy that shoots at his wrong pocket too much in one pocket, Joe's mathematics is very tough for me to grasp. But it's so incredible.
Oh, he wants me
how
to
he's-
watch it? Yep, I'll be right
So
there.
incredible how little Joe's got that all figured out. It's such an incredible kicking diamond system. And you don't just kick to hopefully hit the ball. You're kicking to make it, or you're kicking to hit it. It's just phenomenal. I can't stress enough that if you haven't reached out and gotten a lesson with little Joe here in CRs, you're missing out. I mean, the guy knows everybody in pool. The pros know him. He's got so many stories. And, again, he takes so much pleasure from helping other people. It's pretty special.
That was a good hit.
This will put them on the hill. So my phone is dwindling in charge, and that's how I monitor the chat. So I might not be able to look at the chat much longer. I will say this again before this winds down, and Jerry's not on the stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a program we're working on putting together, and you want to be in that subscribed group. Trust me. If you want your name put in the hat with other people, hit the button. if you don't want to be in your name in the hat and you want to watch other people participate, then that's your prerogative too. Have at it. I myself would want my name in the hat. I want as much of a chance as anybody else. So we are on the hill, joined in the booth by Leslie Noonan, the Friday night tournament coordinator. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You look fantastic.
I just got
How many
done.
players we got here tonight?
32.
32. About average, huh? 30s, somewhere in that range?
Somewhere,
Upper 20s, mid 30s?
something like that. So Jerry's coming back now because
Yes.
now he can't miss the last game. So
No, I can't play. Well, this may not be the last game, but it's
I said possible.
yeah, it's somebody's starting to sing, warming up their vocal cords. 'Cause
Well, we've been at 10-2,
yes, we have.
and the other team lost.
I've been at 10 with 2 and 2 with 10.
7-2. It was a
down that road.
7-2 and 10-2, and
10 to 2, and then they came back and won, and then that team was up 7 to 2, and they ended up losing
so
a week after. And they're
down to the
spectating like everybody
nitty-gritty
else.
right here.
Charger. I don't have a charger up here by where the booth is. It's behind me here, so I can't really monitor both of them, David. That's my fault for not having a charger. I had my headphones on earlier when I was playing, and I'm a dummy and keep forgetting about having my phone fully charged. But here we go, 10-5 on the hill, $7,000 for first place. They got to win one out of the next 6
Wow, hit
games.
that good.
Oh my goodness, look at this rack.
Hit that good. Look at
But-
the balls get tied up,
Look
though.
at that mess
It
up
always
there.
happens in the last game. The first game is the hardest to win, and the last game. The first and last game
Yep.
are the hardest games to win, Mark.
Yep.
Hands down.
Boy, that 2's in a tough spot, and those stripes are kind of tough to deal with up there, too.
Wow.
If I had another solid to shoot at, I wouldn't mind taking solids and taking the 5 off of one of those balls up there, but I might be inclined to take stripes here. Unless he can move that 2 off this 5 ball.
Might be too straight. You might have to take the
Or
12
how
ball.
about
You
the-
might
how
take
about-
the 12 and move them 2 up there.
Or how about this, Jerry? You just take the 5 and get the cue ball out to where you can see the 2. Then you just bank the 2 down table and let them deal with those 2 stripes up there.
I don't mind shooting the 12 and busting them 2 out.
Oh, man, he almost got a bump out of it. So here's my thought.
Look at this. Now he has a whack at it again.
Yeah, now he's a whack it again. Off the 7.
Wow.
But off that ball, they're not only going to have to break out the 2, they're going to have to find a way to get into the
Yes.
3 as well.
And to get down on this section for the 3. Left side of the table. He's got to be careful where he hits this. You don't want to put it in.
It's going to help stripes as much as they're helping them, but oh no.
Can he make it off the rail, off the ball?
Yeah, well, if he can, I don't know if he wants to.
Well, if he can, he can bring the cue ball down here.
Yeah. Well,
You see it?
what does it look like? There is room over there, Jerry.
See what I'm talking about?
There, yeah, I see it now. I have seen the light. Yeah, I think he does have that shot. I'll be dang. Watch this, Nick Marsolek. Pretty much for the win if he gets this in.
Oh, he can cut it
Pretty
right
much
in.
for the win.
Wow.
Oh my God! What a ball!
Wow.
What a shot! What a shot! That is so strong.
All right.
Now what do you do with the 8? If the 8 goes in the right side pocket, how about taking the 3, running the cue ball right into the 12?
Right into the 12.
And you're straight into the 8. Did he look at? I don't think he's looked at it. Look at the side pocket. There you go. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he
Look at
sees
that.
it.
Look at that
He's
backboard.
got the
right there.
earbuds in, Mark.
I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I'm not in this at all, but I just love good pool. Hit the 12 with the cue ball, and you are the winners. Beautiful.
Wow.
What a shot. What a shot.
Tell you what, this team played. Well, there was a couple games that were sketchy, but overall they played a,
How about
real
Nick?
good
How about
set.
Nick and those jump shots?
Jump shots, yeah. Tell you what.
He's put on a clinic.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Wow, what a match. What a match. And really, they won that with authority. 11-5. This is almost one of the bigger gaps in wins losses that we've seen.
What a great match. We're going to get a couple pictures here, Mark, and then
Alrighty.
we're going to have the Friday night tournament. Hey, thanks for commentating,
No problem,
Mark.
Jerry. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to have, for tuning in, Mark, thank you again. And the Friday night tournament will be streamed now. We'll have that going.
Yep.
We're going to stop the stream and then restart it. But again, the next big one's going to start probably at the end of September. I'll be posted up on Facebook. Mark,
Keep
get
an
a
eye on
teammate.
Facebook for that next tournament.
The big one,
$10,000 for split. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy this.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
Thank you.
Joe Hamilton, Jed Lampy, table 19.